What's true happiness? Listen to the conversation and learn the English words to talk about it.
So, this is Cafe Dialogue. I've heard good things about this place, but this is my first time actually visiting.
Same here. I've been meaning to check it out. It has a really nice atmosphere, doesn't it?
It really does. It's much cozier than I expected. I'm already liking the vibe.
Me too. Well, should we find a table? I'm curious to see if the coffee is as good as the decor.
You know, Chloe, I've been thinking a lot about our last conversation. Those three principles, gratitude, connection, and purpose, have really helped. I even started a gratitude journal.
Really? I'm so happy to hear that. Has it made a difference?
Yeah, it has. I'm more aware of the small, good things throughout my day, and I've made an effort to call my brother more, not just text. That's felt good too. But
But
But some days it feels like nothing works. There are days I wake up with this sense of emptiness or anxiety for no clear reason. On those days, writing in the gratitude journal feels more like a chore than a genuine feeling, like I'm just faking it. I feel like there's a missing piece to the puzzle.
I completely get that. And it's perfectly normal. I think what we talked about last time were the external tools of happiness, the things you do. But there's a whole other side to it, which involves the internal tools, how the world inside our minds operates.
The world inside our minds? What do you mean?
I mean that we can't control the outside world. There will always be tough days, work stress, or unexpected events. Lasting happiness depends on how we respond to those things, and that response starts from within. Let's start with this. When you feel that anxiety, where is your mind?
My mind? Well, it's usually racing. Either I'm worrying about the future, a big work meeting, a bill I have to pay, or whether I'm on the right path in life, or I'm ruminating about the past, a mistake I made at work, or a clumsy thing I said to someone. My mind is rarely here in the present moment.
Exactly. That's often called the monkey mind. It's like a monkey swinging from branch to branch, from a thought about the future to a thought about the past, never settling down. It's very difficult to be happy when you aren't living in the present. The solution to this is practicing mindfulness.
Mindfulness? That's meditation and stuff, right? I've tried it a few times. It's so hard to sit there and think about nothing. My mind just gets busier.
That's a common misconception. Mindfulness isn't about not thinking. That's impossible. It's about observing your thoughts without judgment. It's about being aware of your thoughts without getting lost in them.
How do you do that?
You don't have to formally meditate. You can practice it in everyday activities. Take my cup of tea right now. I could just drink it. Or I could practice mindfulness. I can feel the warmth of the cup in my hands. I can watch the steam rising. I can smell the aroma. And when I take a sip, I can truly taste it. For those few seconds, I'm not worried about the future or the past. I am just here, with this cup of tea. It's a small exercise to calm the monkey mind.
So, I could do that with anything? Like when I'm washing the dishes, I could just focus on the warmth of the water and the feeling of the soap on my hands?
Precisely. Or when you're walking, you can feel your feet on the ground. These small practices train your brain over time to return to the present. When you notice your mind is caught up in worry, you can gently bring your attention back to your breath, just the inhale and the exhale. It's an anchor to the present moment.
That makes sense, because when I'm worrying, I'm not paying attention to anything around me. So that's an internal tool for managing stress. Okay, what's the next tool?
The next one is a little deeper and has to do with how we talk to ourselves. It's called self-compassion.
Self-compassion? You mean feeling sorry for myself?
Not at all. It's the exact opposite. Self-compassion means treating yourself the same kindness you would treat a good friend when you fail or make a mistake. Think about those days when you feel that emptiness. What do you say to yourself in those moments?
Well, I'm usually pretty hard on myself. Things like, why can't you just be happy? You have everything. Or, you messed up again. You're so lazy. There's a constant inner critic in my head.
That's the inner critic. Almost all of us have one. Self-compassion is the antidote. Imagine your friend, Mark, came to you feeling the exact same way. What would you say to him?
I'd tell him that it's okay to have bad days. I'd tell him he's a good, strong person and that this feeling will pass. I wouldn't be harsh with him.
Exactly. Self-compassion is about saying those things to yourself. It's recognizing that suffering and failure are a part of the shared human experience. Everyone feels this way sometimes. You're not alone. Instead of fighting with yourself, you give yourself permission to be human.
So instead of saying, you're lazy, I should say, this was a tough day. It's okay that you're not feeling great. You can try again tomorrow. That's so different, so much kinder.
And much more effective. Self-criticism leads to fear and anxiety, which kills motivation. But self-compassion creates a sense of safety and courage. When you know you'll be there to support yourself if you fail, you're more willing to try new things.
Mindfulness to manage a wandering mind and self-compassion to manage the inner critic. Those feel like really powerful tools. They feel like that missing piece.
And there's one more piece that connects these two and adds a deeper meaning to the principle of purpose we talked about. It's understanding the difference between goals and values.
Goals and values? Aren't they the same thing?
Not exactly. A goal is a specific, achievable outcome. For example, get a promotion or buy a house. You reach it, and then it's done. You have to find a new goal. This is that hedonic treadmill we talked about.
Right, the happiness you get from achieving it is temporary.
But a value is a direction. It's a compass. Values guide how you behave in every moment, regardless of the outcome. For example, a value could be to be creative, or to be honest, or to be a learner, or to be kind. You never finish being kind. It's something you live every day.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say your goal is to win a race. If you lose, you feel like a failure. But if your value is to be courageous and to try your best, then even if you lose, you can still be proud of yourself because you lived your values. You were brave and you gave it your all. Lasting satisfaction comes from living by your values, not just from reaching your goals.
So I need to ask myself what my values are. For example, I think being helpful is a value for me, and being dependable. I get a really good feeling when I help a friend or follow through on a promise.
Those are wonderful values. Now you can use them as your guide. Every day you can ask yourself, how can I be a little more helpful today? Or, what can I do that shows I'm dependable? This gives you a continuous sense of purpose that isn't tied to one specific outcome.
This is amazing. It feels like a roadmap. So, the internal tools are mindfulness to calm my mind, self-compassion to be kind to myself, and living by my values for direction.
Exactly. And they're all interconnected. When you're mindful, you're better at noticing when your inner critic is talking. When you're compassionate with yourself, it's easier to pursue your values because you're not afraid of failure.
I feel like I have a much more complete picture now. But one more thing. Sometimes I just feel physically tired and unmotivated. Does our body play a role in this equation?
Absolutely. It's a huge piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. The mind and body are completely connected. You can't expect to have a healthy mind if you don't take care of your body. There are three main pillars: sleep, nutrition, and exercise.
Well, to be honest, my sleep has been erratic. I often stay up late scrolling on my phone, and because I'm tired, I drink more coffee and eat more junk food.
It's a vicious cycle that many people fall into. Lack of sleep directly impacts your mood, your concentration, and your ability to handle stress. Unhealthy, processed food can cause inflammation and lead to feelings of lethargy. And exercise? Exercise is one of the most powerful natural antidepressants available. Even a brisk 20-minute walk can release endorphins and improve your mood.
I know I need to change these things. Maybe I should start with one small step, like putting my phone away 30 minutes before bed.
That's a perfect start. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Just one small, consistent change. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Add a piece of fruit to your breakfast. Like everything else, these are small practices that make a huge difference over time.
All right, so we've talked about the internal tools, mindfulness, self-compassion, and values, and taking care of the body. I feel like I have a complete toolkit now.
Almost complete. There's one more beautiful concept that ties all of this together, especially related to values like being creative or being a learner. It's called a state of flow.
Flow. What a strange name.
It's a state where you become completely absorbed in an activity. You lose track of time. You forget yourself and your worries. You are completely focused on the task at hand. Think of a musician playing an instrument, an artist painting, or even a programmer solving a complex piece of code.
I think I felt that. Sometimes when I'm playing my guitar, trying to learn a new song, I'll suddenly realize 2 hours have passed and I didn't even notice. In those moments, there's no anxiety. It's just me and the guitar.
That's it. That's a flow state. It happens when you're working on something that is challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so difficult that you become frustrated. It's the sweet spot between skill and challenge. Finding activities that put you in this state is one of the best ways to experience deep enjoyment and satisfaction.
So I should make more time for things like that. Not as a chore, but as a way to practice happiness.
Exactly. So you see how the picture is complete now. You start with the foundations: gratitude to see the good, connection to feel you belong, and purpose through helping others. Then you add the internal tools: mindfulness to calm your mind, self-compassion to be kind to yourself, and living by your values for direction. You support all of this by taking care of your body with sleep, nutrition, and exercise. And finally, you experience moments of peak joy and satisfaction by finding flow in activities you love.
Taking a deep, clarifying breath.
Wow. Chloe, this is incredible. It's not just a set of simple tips. This is a complete blueprint for a good life. It no longer feels like happiness is a distant goal I have to reach. It feels like a series of small choices I can make every day in every moment. Thank you. I really mean it.
I'm happy I could help, Liam. We're all on this journey together.
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just leave a comment.